How's it going, my peeps, and welcome to the first ever prediction game video for Battleground, WWE's new pay-per-view. And I might have said this in the past, but I really mean it this time. This is probably like the hardest pay-per-view I've had to predict, at least for 2013. There's just so many matches on this card that could go either way, at least in my opinion. I don't know, you guys might think, you know, it's not that, you know, difficult to predict this pay-per-view, but just looking at the matches, I was like, does this guy win, or does this guy win? I kept going back and forth between, you know, the superstars and divas, because I wasn't sure it was gonna, you know, it's SummerSlam, to me, was fairly easy to predict. I got every single one of my predictions right, and then Night of Champions was so-so. You had some matches that were, you know, not that easy to predict, while some seemed easy to predict. This one, though, Battleground, this pay-per-view, like I said, was pretty difficult for me to predict. But in the end, I've got to make my picks, you know, I've got to make my predictions. So I've, you know, chosen my superstars and divas, and I'll reveal them to you in this video. Now, I might get, you know, most of them right, I might get all of them right, but I could also see myself, I could also see getting, like, a lot of them wrong. So, we'll see what happens. I'm hoping for another SummerSlam type of outcome, where SummerSlam I got every single one of my predictions right. I don't know, it just feels good when you predict every single match right, and it turns out to be right. So, anyways, let's start this. There's actually 8 matches on the card, so it's a pretty packed card. Well, actually, you know, it's the usual 7 matches. I find that's the usual number for pay-per-views. So, let's start off the predictions with the Battleground Kickoff, which is gonna be Dolph Ziggler facing off against Damien Sandow. So pretty much, you've got the 2012 SmackDown or World Heavyweight Championship contract Money in the Bank winner versus the 2013 World Heavyweight Championship contract Money in the Bank winner. Of course, Dolph Ziggler has already cashed in his briefcase when the World Heavyweight Championship lost it, and Damien Sandow has yet to cash in his. Now, this matchup, I didn't expect this matchup to be on the card. If anything, I was maybe expecting, if Dolph was going to be on the card, to face off against maybe Dean Ambrose, or team up with a few superstars to face off against the Shields. But the Shields, you know, already have their own matchup, and of course, Dean Ambrose is not facing Dolph Ziggler. And this is one of the matches where I was going back and forth, not knowing who to predict, who to pick. You know, Damien Sandow or Dolph Ziggler. I know Damien Sandow was on this losing streak, you know, losing on Raw, and SmackDown, but recently he started to pick up some victories on main event and superstars over Justin Gabriel, Santino, and as far as Dolph goes, his win-loss record hasn't been too good lately, and of course he lost on SmackDown against Del Rio, and I also believe he lost on Raw in a 6-man tag team match against the Shields. So, in the end, though, of course, I had to go with somebody. I had to pick somebody, and I'm gonna go with Dolph Ziggler picking up the victory here. So, after that, you've got the Divas Championship matchup. It's gonna be the champion, AJ Lee, facing off against Brie Bella. This is also a match I went back and forth. I was like, damn it, does AJ retain the championship here, or does Brie Bella win? I know AJ recently has been, whenever she comes out, she's coming out with Tamina. I was like, maybe Tamina helps her win the match. But then again, Brie Bella also has Nikki Bella in her corner, and maybe she wins the Divas Championship, and also Bryan wins the WWE Championship. But I thought about it for a while, and I'm gonna go with AJ Lee actually retaining her Divas Championship. Now, don't get me wrong, I still think that when AJ loses her Divas Championship, she's going to lose it to one of the Total Divas. I just don't think it's going to happen at Battleground against Brie Bella. Brie Bella could be the one taking the Divas Championship from AJ Lee, I just don't think it's going to happen right now this Sunday. Following that is quite possibly the easiest match to predict on this card, and that is Kofi Kingston versus Bray Wyatt. Really didn't have to do too much thinking on this one. I'm gonna go with Bray Wyatt winning this matchup. Afterwards, it is the Intercontinental Championship matchup. It's gonna be Curtis Axel defending his championship against R-Truth. This matchup, this was also, I consider, pretty easy to predict. Not as easy as Bray Wyatt versus Kofi Kingston, but pretty damn close. I'm gonna go with Curtis Axel on this one. Could I see R-Truth win? I mean, with everything, it's kind of like, there's always that chance, whether it be a big chance or a small chance that, you know, the opposite happens. I mean, I'll talk about it in detail in my Curtis Axel versus R-Truth simulation, but as far as my pick, my prediction as to who's going to win this matchup, I'm going to go with Curtis Axel winning this one. And then, you've got Cody Rhodes and Goldust teaming up to face off against the tag team champions Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. Now this matchup is a non-title matchup, it's not for the tag team titles, but there is a stipulation where if Cody Rhodes and Goldust win this matchup, Cody gets his job back and Goldust also gets a job in the WWE, or gets his job back. And if they lose the matchup, then they never get a job in the WWE again. Not only that, but also Dusty Rhodes, their father, gets fired from his job. So there's a lot at stake here. And as far as which team I can see winning, I'm going to go with Cody and Goldust picking up the victory here and getting their jobs back. This is actually one of the matches I'm looking forward to the most at Battleground, the tag team matchup. And then after that, you've got the World Heavyweight Championship matchup. Another match I'm really looking forward to. It's going to be Alberto Del Rio defending his championship against Rob Van Dam in a rematch from Night of Champions, except this time there are no disqualifications or countouts. It's a hardcore rules matchup. They're calling it a Battleground hardcore rules match. This should be good. I don't think I really need to explain why, but you know, it's Rob Van Dam in a hardcore match, you know, so, yeah. Anyways, who do I think is going to win this matchup? This match, I went back and forth for just a short while. It's not one of the harder matches to predict on this card, but, you know, I do think there is a slight possibility that Rob Van Dam could win, but it's just that, a slight possibility. I'm gonna go with Del Rio winning this one and retaining his World Heavyweight Championship. And afterwards, you've got this. This was the hardest match to predict for me on this entire card. And that is CM Punk versus Ryback. I was like, damn it, the CM Punk win or Ryback? There's like a bunch of reasons why I think CM Punk could win the matchup, but also there's a bunch of reasons why I think Ryback could win the matchup. It was, I spent a while thinking about who's going to win this one. But in the end, of course, I had to, you know, come to a decision, and I'm going to go with Ryback winning this one, but really, it could really go either way. It could also end by disqualification. I don't know, there's a bunch of ways this match could end. It could end also with CM Punk winning, Ryback winning, but I'm gonna go with Ryback winning this one. Of course, I'll go into more detail in the Ryback versus CM Punk simulation. And finally, you've got the simulation you're watching right now. It's gonna be Randy Orton fighting Daniel Bryan, or facing off against Daniel Bryan for the vacant WWE Championship. This was also a difficult prediction to make, but I'm going to go with Randy Orton winning this matchup and winning the WWE Championship. So that is pretty much it for my predictions. Now it's time for you guys to give me your predictions in the comment section below. I'll list all the matches for the Battleground card in the description box below so you guys can easily give me your predictions. And also, I've got a bonus question. It's the same bonus question I asked for Night of Champions, and that is, do you guys think Damien Sandow will cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase at Battleground? So, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, as always, you can click that like button down below. Let's make a goal of 40 likes for this video, and with that said, I'm out, guys. See ya.